Alright boys, so I have been continuing my grind on Anime Fighting Simulator X, and as you can see here, I have nearly 500 billion power in the game, mostly in Chakra is what I'm maining currently. I've done some pretty good progress in this game, and I feel like I should go ahead and pass on my knowledge to you guys so you guys can get a good start into Anime Fighting Simulator X and become just as OP as I am. Now, I did use pay-to-win methods for this. However, we can get you pretty close to this without any pay-to-win. All right, so we're now in on our new account, and let's go ahead and just get some basic controls down, okay? So if you could jump, you could double jump if you double tap space. You have a little bit of stamina here. You can also dash if you press Q, which is also very useful. And down here are your training keys. We have our fist for punch, strength training. Number 2 is durability training. Number 3 is chakra training, and number 4 is your sword training, and then you can gain speed by just moving around in the game. Oh, and a quick mention that I forgot. Strength actually gives your damage a lot higher. Durability makes you have more health and take less damage. Chakra, this gives you more damage for these abilities that you use under it, and sword will give you more damage for sword. All right, so first things first, you want to come over here and talk to Boom just like the game tells you to. You want to go through his little dialogue here, and he's gonna start giving you some basic quests. Now these quests are great. You actually get rewards for doing these, so this will give you some yen, and yen is used to actually upgrade your multipliers in here. Now you also want to keep an eye out on your achievements here, because this will give you free stuff as well, such as currency. You can get some yen boosters, which helps a lot, stats boosters, all sorts of stuff in here, so you want to make sure you keep an eye on your achievements. All right, so before we actually start this first quest, let's go ahead and click up here on the top left to get our daily rewards. We can claim some gems here. You can also come in the shop here and claim another 1,000 free Shakara right here, and this actually regenerates every hour. You can get another 1,000 free Shakara, which you can use to summon characters, which we'll get into in just a minute. Also, for some free codes for extra currency, type release, type sorry for shutdown, just like this, and type 10k likes, thank you, just like that. And there you go. Now you already have 17,000 Shakara to start off with. If you wanted to pick some things up pretty quick before you even do your first quest, now that you have all this currency, come over here and summon a champion, and these champions will help you as you start to level up and gain stuff. Let's see what we got. Okay, that's a pretty good one. We got an epic for our first one. All right, so we can just go ahead and equip our champion here. So your champion will actually help get you multipliers. So he gives us 0.15 times speed and 0.15 times chakra. So let's go ahead and summon him, and he's going to help us get more XP for that stuff. All right, some other basic things you want to just take note of as you start playing this game is, yes, you can click here to view your quest, your current quest, and your side quests. You can click here to see which powers you have unlocked and which you don't have unlocked. To get every single power in the game, you want to complete all 50 quests that Boom gives you, which does take quite some time. You have your champions here, which these guys help you with grinding and getting XP. Specials, stands. These stands can help fight with you. If you don't want stands, you can use fruits. And then this is just to view bosses that you've killed and items. And then you can go to your inventory here to view your swords, your mounts, accessories, all sorts of stuff like that. But anyways, that's the basics here. But let's go ahead and do our first quest now. So you just want to start off by doing the first quest. And actually, you can't use the wooden logs yet. You got to just sit here and punch the air for a little bit first, and then you can go over to the wooden logs. And we'll explain all that in just a minute. So let's go ahead and get our durability up and our strength up and all this. All right, there we go. Talk to Boom, and boom, first quest is done. Now we want to get 20 chakra, which this man right here will help us. Look at that, much faster than the other quests. All right, so one of the first quests here wants you to upgrade your strength or durability. I recommend going for strength first so you can start doing more damage, and you'll gain that yen right back because these quests will just help you get it back. Also, make sure to keep checking up here because you do get rewards as you go through these quests and do things. All right, first quest of actually fighting stuff is thugs. Now, it does mark where your quests are. So right now, this quest is 70 meters away, just about. You can also go into your mini map here and get a nice view of the map and the training area. So, for example, right now, we can't actually use any training areas, but I know this looks a little bit cluttered. Let's go ahead and clear this out. I recommend just clicking all these here. That way you clear out all of the buttons there. If you have fast travel, go ahead and make sure bus stations is on so you can teleport. However, if you don't have fast travel, just disable that one. I recommend going ahead and turning on mobs and bosses, turning on your main quest if that's what you want to focus on, and then going ahead and whatever you're planning on training, if you're going to do strength, which we're going to do strength in just a minute, select strength, and then you can get an easier view of everything around you. So we're going to start on wooden logs in just a minute, and then eventually we can hit the gym. But if you don't want to do strength, you want to do something else, and you can select durability, chakra, or if you want all the training areas just to show up at once, you can just click this. I recommend just doing one at a time depending on what you're training on until you learn the map. This this helps organize it a lot better. All right, let's go ahead and do our first quest here, where we just got to kill a couple thugs. Thugs are pretty easy to kill. Just pull your sword out and just start whacking them. They won't really do much damage to you. They're a very basic enemy to fight, and it's pretty easy. Again, you can dash too if they do start hitting you. You can dash around their attacks a little bit, but you'll start getting tons of level ups pretty quick by just fighting these guys, and as long as you have a champion on you, you'll get some extra stuff in the background. So that's a good way to start leveling up everything very fast. Quest complete, and we also have some more yen here. You do get yen from fighting NPCs, and if you want to go ahead and gain yen a lot faster so you can start grinding and getting your abilities XP up a lot faster, you can actually start doing some side quests as well. Inferno gives you some easy side quests. If you defeat 5 thugs after you accept a quest from him, you can get 100 yen from just doing that, and if you have any yen boosters, that's 200 yen. But I'm gonna go ahead and claim these rewards real quick, and we already have 17k of that. All right, so let's go ahead and turn this quest in real quick. All right, so now we actually have a quest with some strength and durability that we really have to start gaining here, and we still don't have enough strength to actually use the wooden logs here, but we do have a multiplier, so this should help get it up a lot faster. What we want to do is keep an eye on our skills as we level it up until we get at least 100 strength. So let's go ahead and leave this menu up real quick. So as you start leveling up your strength and your abilities, you can start using these training areas. As you see, 82 strength, I need 100 to actually use the wooden logs. And this goes for any skill. You need to get a certain amount of XP. And the great thing about this game is it actually tells you on the minimap what you need for everything. So the garbage beach, I need 100k. The wood logs, again, just 100. The gym, 10,000. Meteor. You can do this for chakra, durability, speed, and it'll show you everything that you need to know and how much XP you need. And also, if you don't know the map very well, just starting out the game, you can actually click the location, click track, and then when you close this out, it'll show you where to go. So now it's tracking, and that's my little tracker right there. And when you actually level up, it will show you new areas that you can use. So I can actually use this tree over here. I can use the speed area over here. And now I can actually use the wooden logs. That's why it shows new right here, because I just got 100. And now with this, I get double, and I got my strength training completed there. Now, since we have to do durability, let's go ahead and upgrade that with our yen. And let's start getting some curl ups going on here. So keep an eye on your mini map or just around you to see if there's any new training areas unlocked. So let's see if durability we could do anything. No, we need 100 for the pirate ships. So I recommend just doing these first couple basic quests here to just get your skills kind of just started up, and you start unlocking some abilities as well. As you can see, we have the heavy punch unlocked now. Now you want to keep in mind what skill you're going to focus on maining. And if you want to get an idea of what you want to main, I recommend going to powers in here and just kind of seeing what sounds cool. So far, in my opinion, Sword has some decent abilities here, but Chakra is one of the best, and it's one of the easiest to train. So if you want to just get OP fast, go for Chakra. If you want to have better health and not die to NPCs or other players, make sure to keep balancing out your durability with anything that you go with. Strength, heavy punches, and all these kinds of things are pretty OP, but personally, I prefer Sword over that. And then Speed, you'll just gain these abilities, and you can use any of them whenever. But yeah, go through these, see what sounds best to you, what your play style is, what you want to go for in your play style, and this will kind of help you figure out what you want to main. And once you figure out what skills you want to main, I recommend to focus on boosting that one's multiplier as much as you can. Now, if you want a good balance and you want to just focus on everything, then as soon as you get yen, just make sure you upgrade all of these at once. I don't recommend upgrading speed that much. Only upgrade it probably to about 64 or 128, because speed really doesn't matter too much in this game. You'll gain speed no matter what you do. As we move around, we gain speed. So while I have this speed quest, let's go ahead and take advantage of this, since it's nothing we have to sit there and just spam click. So I have this side quest here where I have to kill 5 thugs. Now I'm going to actually go ahead and focus on this side quest for a little bit, since I'm pretty newbie and I really need to unlock and gain this XP here. So again, I recommend shift lock, and as you can see, we're already becoming more OP. We can use heavy punches, which do a ton of damage. We can also use Rasengen, which does that and takes them out in one hit. So as you can see, these guys are already a lot easier to kill, and I'm one-tapping them. And I'm also getting yen from just killing them, but I'm also going to gain quite a bit of yen from completing these quests as well. Also, these little crates will spawn in randomly around the map. You want to open them and keep an eye out for them, because they give you yen as well. All right, now that we have some more yen here, we can actually start upgrading some stuff. I also recommend upgrading your sword, even if you're not going to main sword, because sword doesn't actually have any training areas you can use. So I recommend putting quite a bit of multiplier into sword, whatever you're going to main, and then don't really worry about putting much into speed. You're not going to need speed that much. All right, so now that we completed our speed quest, we can go ahead and get our first mount here, which is a bicycle. And to equip that, you just want to go in your inventory here, go to mounts, bike, it's already auto-equipped, and if you press control, now you can actually go around the map a lot faster because you have this bike mount, and you'll gain more mounts as you do the main quest, or you can actually unlock them with other quests and such, and eventually you'll be able to get a mount where you can fly. Now, I recommend going through the main quest, again, if you want to unlock all the abilities or gain some easy yen to actually start upgrading your multipliers and leveling up a lot faster. However, if you don't really want to do the main quest and you just want to go ahead and say, forget the main quest, I just want to go ahead and grind what I want to grind. Well, you could do that. Now, you're not going to get as much yen from doing that, which will help you with your multipliers, but you can do that if you want. So I can do that. I can go ahead and just sit here on Chakra, and if I want to start getting OP and, just not even worrying about the quest, but having it in the background, I recommend at least doing that. Have one quest in the background, so if you want to complete and get some extra yen, you can. Otherwise, if you want to just focus on stuff, you can start looking at the mini-map and getting an idea of where the training areas are. So that's pretty much it. It's very simple. It's mostly just learning the controls and learning how the map works and how the functions work on this game. But once you do that, it's pretty much up to you. Now, I know this tutorial was pretty basic, but this game is very easy to get into, and I just mostly wanted to explain stuff. Hopefully, this kind of dumbs it down a little bit more than what the tutorial gives you, so you can actually get into this game. If this tutorial helped you, make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.